Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to some more, Detective Grimoire Mermaid Mask. So we're gonna... Oh, hi, what happened there? Hello. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Things got all freaked out. I don't know how that looked on anybody's end, but... Let me finish talking to you.
Dirk Dansom, 6'2", blonde, athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
And how long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've been trying to break into it for like forever, but I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire an unknown for his new project, Hex of the Helmsman. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoon. He's pretty much the main guy.
My neighbor dropped
So you went from
scared
getting no
me.
work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So you're rich and famous now?
Well, I mean, yeah, right? I mean, hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Dr. Z. Oh man, I love this guy. Hey, did he show you his curiosity collection?
I don't think so.
Dude has some seriously rad stuff in there. Plus, like, it's all real, you know?
Worth a lot of money, you think?
Oh, totally. The guy's sitting on a gold mine. There was this one thing. It was behind glass, like this spooky mask kind of thing. I wish I could remember what it was called. Anyway, Dr. Z said it was priceless. So, obviously, I asked what that meant, and get this. It means it's worth a lot of money.
Okay then.
Listen, I heard the dude died because of a curse. Is that true?
What?
No, there's no evidence of a curse.
Oh, still.
Did you get to know Mortuga before he died?
Man, I tried. Dude was not much for conversation. You know, I tried explaining how I'm an actor playing a character that's kind of similar to him. Figured he'd be stoked.
Let me guess. He was not, in fact, stoked.
Actually, I tell a lie. There was one thing Mortuga wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah?
He was super curious about contracts.
Like the legal documents.
Yeah, he wanted to know how they work. Like, how they can be used to make people do stuff or not do stuff.
Weird.
What do you know about Sim?
Well, she left the theater she used to work at to come onto the submarine, you know? Then for a while, she worked with Dr. Zephyr in
Yeah,
his
this
lab.
is just very
Right, not anymore.
dialogue heavy,
Nope,
so it's
she's
hard to
working on
have
something by
commentary.
herself now, in that room that looks like an old-timey kid's bedroom.
Do you know what it is she's working on?
Not exactly, but get this. One time I looked into that room, and there were two of them.
What?
2 symmetry silk moths. A radio? What's the range on that thing?
No idea. I'm pretty sure it's broken anyway.
It might get a better signal up in the control room, or up on deck. Down here you get nothing. The walls are way too thick.
Okay, that's
is
something
that
we
the
can
Queen
work
Serena?
with.
Is that what the ship's called?
No, that's the name of the ship in the novel. And in Dirk's movie, too. I'm guessing.
Grip must have really steady hands working with all those small parts, huh? I could never. I am officially living the dream. How many people can say they're an action figure?
I'll admit it. I'm jealous.
You carry this thing around everywhere you go, Dirk.
Of course, but I'm super duper careful to keep it in mint condition.
Mint condition? I really wouldn't say.
Yeah, they told me if I leave it in the box, it'll be worth way more in the future.
Do you have the whole set? Looks like there are 2 other figures in the series.
Oh no, they only gave me this one. My co-star Julie has the other 2. Hey, so remind me what a hex is again?
Didn't you just make a movie called Hex of the Helmsman?
Yeah, wait a second.
Right, but look, I'm bad with learning what the made-up words mean.
It's not a made-up word. A hex is a magic spell. Kinda like a curse.
Or it can mean 6, as in hexagon.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I was hoping that would clear up what a hex bottle was, but no dice. Hey, the guy who wrote this review has the same name as
As who?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say.
Ooh, no!
Someone lose an eye?
It's not real.
Oh. It's got a weird smell.
So?
So maybe try asking Mariana about it. She's got a wicked sense of smell, like a dog. I'm serious. What's the deal with those holes along the sides?
They're from when it was a sail.
Why would a submarine need a sail? Man,
Good
Mortuga
question.
really was an odd duck, wasn't he? I mean, who owns something like this? What's it even for?
It used to be locked, so I think he kept something inside it.
Oh, what? And it got stolen? The thing? Whatever it was?
Maybe, yeah.
Whoa, I wonder where it is now.
Hard to say, since we don't know what we're looking for. But somewhere on the submarine, I guess.
Not necessarily. Someone could have thrown it into the ocean.
Oh, great.
Huh.
Oh shoot, I
Who's
meant to
that
do the...
little Grim Reaper guy in the drawing?
I'm not sure. You recognize it?
It does seem kind of familiar for some reason. Someone dropped their perfume? Bummer, that stuff can get expensive. Oh, you found my tablets.
What are they?
Vitamin D, all 3 types.
Oh, nice.
That's the one you get from sunlight.
Yeah, I gotta take it while I'm down here, since I'm not getting natural light, you know?
How come you left them in the mess hall?
I figured the others might benefit from them. Not sure I had any takers, though.
Well, that was
I've
nice
seen
of
this
you.
chained up on the foredeck. It's kind of intimidating, huh?
It's a boy.
For real? Huh. It has long hair, so I always figured it was a girl.
Oh, that's why they did it.
So, Cynthia hired you to solve the murder, huh?
Pretty much.
I'm curious. Okay,
much
now
do
I'm
you
actually
charge?
curious. Is that
Is it
a
like a day rate
dialect
or
thing
what?
or like a cultural thing saying
it,
boy
yeah,
instead of
it
buoy?
depends.
Just ballpark it. How much did you make from the last case you solved?
Good question. Grimoire, how much did we make from the Tangle Tower case?
Well, you know, extenuating circumstances, being what they were.
You never secured the payment, huh? Whoa, this is a first dish. Yeah, whose is this?
It's mine.
You gonna get Wormo to sign it?
I hadn't planned on it.
Come on,
He'd do
he's
it
here.
if you asked.
He's here.
I bet he'd even do a little doodle on the inside cover.
Okay, maybe I do want that.
I
Yeah.
assume you've.
Come on, do it.
Of course, dude. First thing I
Sorry.
did when I landed the part in the movie.
What did you think?
Loved it. I never thought about the sea so much in my whole life. It's almost like the ocean in the book. It represents something bigger, you know?
Okay. Nah, I keep doing that. I'm sure. Oh no. Hi. Sorry. I keep on hitting escape because like that's the exit in most things.
Sir, if you have a minute, I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is Sal.
2 detectives, 1 short, 1 tall. Tried and true.
Hey, I'm really not that much shorter than
But which of you is the funny one?
I'd say it goes back and forth.
You still haven't told us who you are.
The name's Werman. J.D. Werman.
He's an author.
Author, journalist, let's see, what else? Famous, successful, some kind of genius, even.
Okay,
sure, that's
turn
why I
down
got
the
myself trapped
ego
in
a little
Parker's
bit.
submarine.
Just,
I know who you are, Mr. Worman. I've read your book.
Oh, joy, your fans. Of all the places.
I never said I liked the book. Maybe I hated it.
There's no way you hated it. The arcs are too tight. Each chapter leads to the next, beginning, middle, end, and bang, not a line wasted.
Damn, he's right.
So, Mr. Werman, you're a famous author.
That's what they tell me.
How did you end up on the submarine?
I came of my own volition.
Why?
I wanted somewhere quiet to work on my next novel. Minimal distractions. Not saying it's worked, but
You're writing a sequel?
trying to. Trying to.
Hang on. A sequel to what?
Grimoire, are you not paying attention?
Ah, there she is. Benefactor and burden both.
Sally, how did you know to bring the book with you?
Because Mr. Worman's local to the area. It says so right here. Hailing from a small fishing town named Silkworm-on-Sea, J.D. Worman moved to the big city to write his first novel.
My publisher wrote that. It's quite true, but she made it sound so saccharine.
So you're from the town, you moved away, and then you came back.
Now, see, you've gone too far in the other direction. That's too utilitarian.
I get going back to your hometown for peace and quiet, but then to end up on the submarine.
How did you even find out about it? Did you already know Mortuga?
Oh, I knew of him. He's a figure of some infamy, submarine included. In fact, it was good to finally put a face to the name after all those years.
So, how'd you like living on the Mortuga submarine?
I will say, as a writer, it's a boon to be aboard this thing. The whole place is dripping with human narrative, stories practically leaking out of the walls. It's also a lot noisier than I thought it'd be. I couldn't have guessed Mortuga would basically be running a bed and breakfast down here.
It was already busy when you arrived?
Mm-hmm. Before the arrival of Mariana Moon, Dirk and I were the last two to join the gang.
It's kind of surprising there was still a bunk room free at that point.
Well, I wouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What's it like sharing a room with Dirk?
Oh, we get on like a house on fire, 2 peas in a pod, that's us.
And what about everyone else?
It's a fascinating little microcosm, utterly discordant and yet somehow harmonious. At least that's how it felt before the captain was murdered. Night rolls around and I can't sleep, as usual. I say night. I'm referring to the indistinctive block of time we on the submarine have agreed to collectively refer to as night. Anyway, I'm wide awake, so I stay up to get some writing done. I don't want to deprive Dirk of his beauty sleep, so I took my typewriter out into the mess hall.
Was anyone else in there?
Godric came up a few minutes later. Brought some kind of busy work with him. So there we were, whiling away until I look up and see this woman. Mariana Moon, apparently. Good name. Probably fake, but good. She got straight to work trying to extract my entire life story, but then Mortuga shows up and we all go quiet. The guy looked miserable, and he passed straight through the room like a ghost. But before he leaves, he asks us to show Mariana around the submarine. I really didn't have the energy, so I made an excuse and left. I slept for barely an hour before a big jerk wakes me up. I'm not talking about Dirk. I mean, the submarine, it moved, tilted. Anyway, I tried to get back to sleep, but no. Now there's a scream. Dirk and I follow the sound all the way down the corridor. Symmetry's frozen in place in the doorway at the end. And behind her, Mortuga, dead, laying in front of some ancient stone cauldron. The lid of the thing flung open, like something had just burst out of it. The whole scene was otherworldly, like a painting. Then Madame Tadpole arrived, with just about everyone else trailing behind her.
Tadpole brought everyone with her, so she already knew about the murder.
From what I gather, she discovered the body and then left to go get everybody else. And you know, I really didn't want to get in her way, so I returned to my room to await further instruction.
Did you go back to sleep?
No, I couldn't. I went back to work. Figured I'd be better off keeping busy, you know.
So what made you want to become a writer?
That's all I've ever done. I was given a job writing for a newspaper when I was pretty young.
Given a job?
Yeah, friends in high places, you know.
Like who?
My father was the mayor.
Ah, that'll do it.
Did you enjoy writing for the newspaper?
Sometimes. Other times it was painfully dull. I've got a tendency to lean towards hyperbole, and the everyday goings-on in Silkworm weren't always enough to satiate me. For every rumor of a cursed man disappearing into the ocean, you'd have 10 elderly couple file complaint over garbage collection.
Rumor of a cursed man? Wait, you wrote an article about Mortuga?
Oh no, I quit before that. I left town and went off to the city to be an author.
And the result? Hex of the Helmsman.
50 national bestseller lists. As we speak, it's being translated into 5, 6, 7, 8 more languages.
Must be nice. Your first book, and it's a big hit.
I'm not complaining.
I can see why you'd be writing a sequel.
I really don't have a choice, do I? This is how things go. If you get a success, you have to keep it going. I see you met Dirk.
How do you know him?
He's the actor they found who played the lead in the adaptation of my book.
Did you not get a say in that?
Oh no, that's several notches above my pay grade. It's all decided by the executives over at Wit and Whimsy. Sure, they keep me around as consultant, but I found that to be a pretty hollow title.
Do you think he's a good actor, at least?
Dirk? He was a good fit for the kind of film they ended up making. How's that?
So, how come you two traveled to the submarine together?
I traveled to the submarine. Dirk's just taken to following me around for some reason.
Maybe he just wants to be your friend.
He's got plenty of friends back home.
The poor introvert.
Cuts quite a figure, doesn't he? Like something from myth. He was real, of course. Flesh and blood.
I imagine you must have been curious to meet him.
As anyone would be.
Did you get to know him at all?
It's funny. Going in, I'd heard he was, the strong and silent type. But I didn't find that to be the case.
So he was friendly with you?
In his own way. The day I first arrived, he invited me into his cabin, just to talk, apparently.
What did you talk about?
He asked me about my home life, my family, my father.
Not to be rude, but why would Mortuga care about any of that?
To this day, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe he was after some kind of information about the outside world, and thought I might be a good source. I don't understand what his deal is, but I already have a headache, so I'm just not gonna worry about it.
What did he say he was? A dream doctor?
Great! Good for him.
He's researching spirit energy, I think.
Lovely. More power to him.
And he was the first person to join Mortuga's submarine, because they knew each other from before.
Wonderful. I don't... Wait, really? Huh. Zephyr's not from Silkworm, though, is he?
Sorry.
I don't think so.
Interesting.
I don't think it's heard that, but never mind.
Well, thanks a lot. Now I have yet another thing to think about.
Have fun.
Yay!
Sim tells me she's halfway through reading Helmsman.
Is she enjoying it?
No idea. She was just asking what research I'd done into hexes and curses, and was rather disappointed when I told her I just made it up.
I guess Sim's into that kind of stuff.
I thought she was supposed to be an illusionist.
Oh yeah, she was asking about that too.
What do you mean?
She wanted to know what I liked about her old magic show, the one she had in the theater.
You saw her old show.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And from what I gather, she's been developing a new act and wanted some feedback, to get some direction. I know what it's like to make a follow-up to something people liked. It can be daunting. It's broken. Or possessed by an evil spirit, one of the two. Charming, isn't it?
Is it based on a real ship?
I'd assume so. Mortuga
In this
did
game, you
work
ask
as a sailor of
everyone about
sorts back before the submarine.
everything.
He had his own ship?
Oh no, it was a stone-top ship he worked on. The same people that owned the inn.
It looks like the little Mortuga standing by the wheel. So that'd make him the helmsman.
Yeah, that's right. I feel like this sometimes.
What do you mean?
Cogs falling out, too many needles, all pointing in different directions.
Oh. Well, maybe you're just partway through being fixed. Sometimes you gotta make a mess in order to tidy up, you know?
You know what? That's rather eloquent. Bravo.
Grimoire, did you hear? I said something eloquent.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
I noticed on the back of the box it says, Series 2 coming soon. Look out for Hex of the Helmsman 2, only in theaters. Kinda presumptuous, isn't it? Considering you haven't even written the book yet.
Thank you. That's what I said. I raised a fuss about it at the time. My objections fell on deaf ears, as usual.
Why are they so keen to make a second movie, anyway?
What else? Money. to ask?
Zephyr called this a hex bottle.
We thought you might know what it is, since, you know.
I wrote a book called Hex of the Helmsman.
Well, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. Done. Next. Now this is a throwback. I cut my teeth writing local interest stories like this.
You wrote this? The review of Sim's old magic show?
I did.
But it says theater review by James Dusk. Oh, wait.
And she finally works out what the JD stands for in JD Werman.
Sorry.
Well, to be fair,
your
it
name
could have
is
been.
James Dusk, and you changed it?
Yeah, to be fair, JD could have been
What's
literally
this?
anything.
World's smallest piggy bank?
What? It's not a piggy bank, is it?
Well, it's got a slot and there's something in there. I thought maybe it was a penny. The Stargazing Girl. Sounds like a good title for something.
Like a book? Or a film?
A one-woman play, surely.
Okay, okay.
It's a strong image. The ancient cauldron opened for the very first time.
It can't be the very first time. Someone must have opened it before.
Semantics.
So, what do you think was inside?
Does it matter?
I'm pretty sure it does. It might explain how or why Mortuga died.
True. The murder weapon, maybe?
Like a knife?
Sure, why not? It would explain the scratches on the inside, after all.
I guess.
Picture of a moon. Tried asking Mariana Moon?
Wow, never would have thought of that.
Occam's razor, my dear.
Who? I don't think we've met him yet.
Great pull quotes. That's some strong marketing for a small-town theater.
Did you ever see the show?
Yeah, I did, as part of my old newspaper job.
Why is it called Lady of the Looking Glass?
The central trick was Symmetry talking to herself in a mirror, only sometimes the reflection didn't move with her.
How did she do it?
My guess is the mirror can switch between being reflective and being see-through glass. You know, looking through to a second Symmetry on the other side.
An identical twin, maybe?
Probably just a very good dummy.
Or it could be just an actress with some
How
decent
I
makeup.
wish I'd remembered to bring painkillers.
Are any of these painkillers?
Unfortunately, no. They're just supplements. And nice, harmless, organic ones, too. They wouldn't even take the edge off a headache. I tried asking Mortuga what this was.
No luck?
He just said it was something he'd picked up on his travels.
Picked up where? Floating somewhere in the middle of the ocean?
Yeah. I assume so. Let's have a look. Murder victim locked himself in the room, body discovered, no weapon found, cauldron open for the first time. Yeah, nice. Just enough information to hook you without giving too much away. Cynthia knows what she's doing. So, you've read it, Sally, but Grimoire hasn't?
Nope. What's it about?
I'd really rather not reduce it to a single sentence.
It's about a guy named Marcus Mordoom looking for something
Oh,
called the
dear.
Devil of the Deep.
Does he find it?
I just think it'd be better if you took the time.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a little abstract towards the end.
So what? It's just Marcus Mordoom on a ship, and that's it?
We're talking about several themes carefully laid on top of each other.
It's also a love story. Marcus is in love with a woman named Belicia. She's his captain.
I don't see her on the cover.
Really, all the nuance is lost if we just...
No, she's there. Kinda. Like I said, it gets abstract.
I'll take your word for it.
If you'd like to read it, I have a spare copy you can...
Nah, that's okay. No time.
What? Oh, you're not gonna ask? Alright, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me...
We can't go outside right now.
Why not?
It's the ladder leading back up to the foredeck.
Yeah, why can't we go? I wanted to... Okay, so try the control room. Okay.
take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Rude.
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Never. My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake. My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
You're missing the
Where's this
point,
one?
lady.
No idea. I kind of like her, though.
My name is Moon. Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
I do not do. I simply am.
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveller, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be. I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time, you know.
How come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode
The motherlode of what?
of whispered half-truth, of murky rumour, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff.
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
So you're a historian.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's see. I arrived a few hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old silkworm harbour. The
Oh,
shadow of a vessel lurking low in the
I
night
suck at
black
riddles.
water. A mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into an ornate parlour, empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes. He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel. He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter two gentlemen named Mr. Werman and Mr. Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Werman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the two men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor. It's the last time I see him alive. Mr. Werman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around. Now, I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
thank you.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a Mr. Godric Grip. We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber. It smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass.
Okay, dream
It was
chamber.
devoid of its dream custodian. In early disappointment, the captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in use. We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor.
Okay.
The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document. She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite important. The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Werman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude. Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of. Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door.
With submarines, not really. Because, like, if something goes wrong, you won't be able to seal off that room.
Mr.
So
Grip took me
it
down
makes
to the
sense.
cargo hold. It smells of damp
There's
wood
more
and
down?
rope. Yes, I described
There's
it
more
in
past
present tense,
this?
For it is here next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the dream chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying. Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder. We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her, the unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary. Tadpole and I caught up, while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping this would mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried. We enter the bilge.
Oh, now we're at the
It's
night.
too dark to see
Why was I
anything.
thinking the other one was the
Mr.
night of the
Grip, who
murder?
is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light. Moments later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman. I can't remember exactly what was said, but I remember thinking it sounded a little like
Oh, that's a
poetry.
fun touch when she
What
has, like,
happened
the
next?
pipe in her mouth. It
The
seems...
sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
But which murder?
Anyway, by this point, I've used up all my patience, so I decide to take my leave. I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt, a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my progress. After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag in the other. I update him with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons and curses. But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain captain. But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
Here we are.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me?
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind. Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
So, not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid, like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
Yeah, there was...
It's a pin board.
What? What?
Nope.
So, there's a drawing of each one needs to be moved to the right place.
Yeah, but in terms of what? Like, okay, I understand that this is the map. God bless it. Keep doing that. No, that's... Okay, give me a second while I fix this. Sorry about that. I need to stop pressing escape to...
It's a pin board.
Okay, so let me look at... So, like, this is the map. I'm gonna take just, like, a photo of it. So I can get everyone kind of lined up where they're supposed to be. Only when I'm...
It's a pin board.
Okay, so let's see. You are on... You are... all the way down here. You are... second. Nope, that's not one. Put these two together. Here. Then you... down here. You...
Nope.
So, each one needs to be moved.
That's not
Looks
it.
like the
The shape
board.
looks familiar.
Of course. Remember Mariana's diary?
Nothing.
I'd say... Oh, and Mortuga probably should...
Okay, so it just like up here? So
We'll do
wait,
this later.
I have to go back and... no, that's really dumb. Can No, I would like to...
A merciless shadow on his cloak.
It's you.
Blah 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 blah.
Then he disappears. The last. Mr. Worman, Mr. Grip. Now.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine.
Okay,
I was
I'm just
even
gonna take a
given tour
photo
by
of
one
each of
Mortuga's
these,
subordinates,
because
Mr.
I'm not gonna
Godric.
remember.
We began
There's
by visiting a bazaar
too
with
many.
an early disappointment. The captain's cabin. We climbed down into the living first smelled of crane dust, and she hastily hid the document away and introduced a second bunk room smelled of art. Next on the tour, a room inhabited. The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a... Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. Next door, the engine room, furnished outside. I clearly wishing to remove outside. I encountered a Dr. Zachariah, clearly wishing to... We continued on into the next room. I smelled her before I saw her. Tadpole and I caught up while Mr. Grip...
Right. So,
okay.
It's a pin board.
So do I have to do... Okay, starting from the beginning, can we just like move all these off? So like you are right here, you're right here.
Nope.
So, each one needs to be moved.
Let's see. You like right here. You
That's not it.
Looks like the board.
shape looks
of
familiar.
course. Remember Mariana?
Nothing.
I'd say and Mortuga probably.
Nothing.
I'd say and Mortuga probably.
Nothing.
I'd say me, you, and Mariana all need to be in the same segment.
and Mariana all need to be in the same segment? What?
Oh, and Mortuga probably.
It's like down here.
Nothing.
I'd say and Mortuga probably.
Nothing.
I'd say and Mortuga.
Can you give me
Nothing.
more
Oh,
of a
and
hint,
Mortuga. I'd
please?
say and Mortuga probably.
Oh my gosh, okay, hold on. Okay, this is literally making no sense to me.
What on earth are you doing?
Aha! Customers! Come in, and
Wait.
well,
I
What?
guess he's missing.
I don't.
here at Mr. Right, so
What? How do I...
I'm sorry.
I don't want it.
I'm afraid.
I know. I'm not trying to.
Apologies.
Mr. Grip, we need to talk.
Why didn't you say so? What?
Okay, nope, I'm stepping out right now. Cause holy crap, that's annoying. Yeah, maybe be like, hey, we don't have stuff to do this. Let's look for it later.
Locked.
You spoke with
Yeah.
Anne?
I'm not about.
Come on.
We haven't even.
Oh, with
You open the door, Cynthia.
Looks like she unlocked the door.
Finally.
Oh my god, is that all I needed to do?
Don't touch it. Is a garment of
What if-
mine.
Okay, noted.
There's even
It's a normal.
currently being used for arts and crafts. Oh,
Don't touch
I
it.
won't.
That was not convincing.
You spin. You look like you do something.
it's a throne.
It's not a throne.
well,
it's the captain's.
there's a label
That's
too.
not a label. It's a whole document.
What is this?
Can we look at the control?
If you
pa-
promise not to press.
I will make no such promise.
It's an electrical.
Something's bad if we.
Okay, let's see. How do I... Okay, so... Cause like... I don't know. I mean, that already looks promising. Do I need it to be like a full? Okay, yeah. So that's a 3. I'm getting a 3 at least. Nope, you're not. You're also not. Is that? This doesn't look right. Oh no, but it does. I'm not looking for numbers. I'm looking for the shape. Okay.
Nope.
The digital display.
I guess we have to get it to match.
Why are you?
Nothing.
The displays, for instance.
They overlap though, meaning some parts can be lit up by 2 different sets of plugs. I guess that's wrong.
The plugs are in sets of 2, so the output for each set.
Yeah, but like that's making the freaking pattern. Oh. Because I don't want that.
That was right.
I'm impressed. Something unlocked.
The hatch opened.
It's a ring-bound book.
Okay, so this is all coordinates and stuff.
It's a lever.
Ooh.
A sheet of
I
glossy.
think this is how.
So, is
No,
there?
nothing.
Oh man, what about
It's
you?
a lever.
A little card
It's got
game.
a bunch of
Oh, I wonder why you
insurance purposes. These look like the dial
don't
I
have
meant
it.
to make.
Well, now I just feel bad.
Oh, I got lever lower. Pull. Okay, pull both levers.
Hey, so thanks for finally letting us in.
You know, I have to say that really was pretty unhelpful.
It is I, Cynthia Seafoam, fearless captain of the Mortuga submarine.
Hi, I'm Sally.
Aha! Then you must be Detective Grimoire,
Correct? Yes?
the world's greatest detective, here on my submarine.
The world's... No, I'm not the world's greatest. Just a detective.
She was probably talking about me.
Now I assume you've come to make your official report. Let's hear it. I'm a busy woman, you know.
Slow down there, Miss Seafoam. We just came in here to question you since you're one of the suspects.
But I hired you!
Yeah, no, that doesn't get you off the hook, I'm afraid.
What? Really? Ugh, this is so totally unfair.
Real mature.
Oh, how'd you end up as the new captain?
It's just the way it's meant to be. It's all above board, okay?
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't actually say anything.
Cynthia, what were you before you became captain? Do you have any credentials?
15 years experience as a nautical engineer and shipyard mechanic. Family business.
You don't look much older than 15 now.
I'm 18! Ugh!
How does an
God, you
18-year-old
sound like you're
end up on
12.
a submarine?
I came by rowing boat.
That's not really what I meant.
Wait, the rowing boat we saw up on the foredeck, that's yours?
Correct.
You should know, it's in bad shape, and it's missing an oar.
I'll add it to the list.
So how come you wanted to hire Grimoire?
Because there's a murderer in our ranks, and they must be rooted out.
So what do you want us to do exactly?
1. You will investigate and ascertain the identity of the killer. 2. You will return here and report your findings to me. 3. You go home.
3, you pay us. 4, we go home.
3, she pays us. 4, we go get ice cream. 5, we go home.
Deal.
Wait, I didn't...
Meeting adjourned.
Why did you want to come to the submarine in the first place? To become captain?
I sought an audience with Magnus Mortuga. I had things I wished to discuss with him.
Like what?
Matters of great importance. Affairs of great significance. Dealings of great...
She's not going to tell us.
Not yet. We'll get there.
How long have you been here, Cynthia?
I arrived a few weeks before Mr. Mormon and Mr. Jansen.
I'm assuming you don't live here in the control room. Where do you sleep?
Oh, well, Mortuga put me in the bunk room at the bow end of the ship. I share a room with Sim.
If you arrived before Dirk and Worman, the other bunk room would have still been empty. But Mortuga made you share.
Yeah, I think he wanted to keep that other bunk room vacant.
Oh, interesting.
I'm not complaining. I really like sharing with Sim. She's great.
So, what are you gonna do with the submarine now that you're captain?
My first order of business, hiring you two. We really can't do anything else until this gets cleared up, you know?
Sure, I get that. What about afterwards?
We'll sail the 7 seas and have adventures.
Yay!
That kind of stuff.
Alright. Night of the
I
murder.
woke up when the submarine made an unscheduled maneuver. Everyone should have been asleep, but suddenly we were surfacing.
How could you tell?
When the submarine surfaces, the bow tilts up and the stern tilts down, and diving's the opposite. My bunk room's in the bow, and I could feel it tilting up.
The bow is the front.
I knew that.
I wondered if someone other than Mortuga might be at the wheel. I was gonna go check, but then I noticed Sim was wide awake, looking upset. When I asked, she told me something had gone wrong with the new magic act she'd set up. I told her she could always take it down, rework it, and then try it again later. She seemed to agree with that, so I left her and went up to the control room. The control room was empty, but I could see we had actually surfaced, so I went up onto the foredeck to check. There wasn't anybody out there either. I had this weird feeling and really didn't want to go back to bed, so I went back to the control room. I took a closer look at the control panel to see if I could work out why we might have surfaced. Suddenly, the readings all started to go haywire. The ship's compass, the needle, it was, malfunctioning. So I pulled it out of its socket.
Oh.
Yeah, I figured it would need to be taken for repairs. So I left the control room but bumped into Dr. Zephyr in the parlor. He was carrying a little empty bottle made of green glass. I don't know why. I didn't ask. I went down the 2 ladders and towards the engine room, since I wanted Mr. Grip to take a look at the ship's compass. But then Madame Tadpole appeared and called out to me. She wanted me to bring Grip and everyone else and meet her outside the storage room upstairs. I went into the engine room and gave Mr. Grip the compass. I told him the needle would need replacing.
Did he agree to fix it for you?
Yeah, of course. He even said he had a bunch of replacement needles he could try out. Anyway, then we went to the cargo hold to fetch Mariana Moon, and the 3 of us went up to the storeroom like Tadpole had asked. We went down the corridor. the others were gathered outside the little room at the end. I looked through the crowd and saw Captain Mortuga laying on his back, dead. Everyone was trying to work out what had happened. Someone mentioned that Sim was the last person who'd seen Mortuga alive. I didn't like where the conversation was heading, so I took Sim and left. And yeah, that's about it.
You went straight back to your room?
No, I went back up to the control room first.
For what reason?
I was wondering if Mortuga had left any instructions or any paperwork. I wanted to read the captain's log too.
Something tells me that's not the whole story.
That's the whole statement, I swear. If you have any other specific questions, I'll, field them separately.
Oh man, there's too much stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go talk to everybody, and then I'm gonna do.
Oh, right, I almost forgot. We should be able to get into Sim and Cynthia's bunk room now.
Later.
Hey, it's me, Madam Tadpole. Yep, that's my name. First question, go.
Are you a mermaid, or what's the deal?
Great question. Half mermaid. The top half, obviously. From the waist up, all mermaid. And as you can see, I have the legs of an ordinary human woman.
An ordinary human woman?
Who happens to be an Olympic-level swimmer. Second question, go.
So, Madam Tadpole, you're a professional swimmer? Or a professional mermaid?
I'm not a professional anything, not anymore. I'm done with all that.
Do you have gills?
Nope, it's a tattoo. Sorry to disappoint.
Oh,
It's
man.
cool. Why'd you get it?
I've always been real good at holding my breath underwater, like scary good. The other kids used to call me Fish Girl.
Kids can be mean.
I'd say they had it right.
How come you're here on the submarine?
Okay, so I like to go diving. In the sea, deep.
Oh, like with an oxygen tank and a mask?
No. I don't use any of that stuff. Anyway, so one time I went too deep.
Could you
wasn't
go
gonna come
back?
back up.
Like, back
I was
that up
pretty
5
much done
seconds?
for.
What?
Somehow Magnus found me, pulled me into a submarine. He brought me back. I owe him my life.
Wait, so are you from Silkworm? Were you living in the town?
Nope, I'm from far away.
Then how come you were diving into this bit of ocean?
Oh, well, yeah, I was visiting the town. For work.
What kind of work?
Performance art. Kinda. Like I said, I'm done with all that.
So, Mortuga saved you from drowning, and you just decided to stay?
It's where I belong. The ocean. I had my fill of living on land. I've got no interest in going back.
Looks like you've made yourself pretty comfortable down here.
Magnus offered me one of the bunk rooms, but I turned him down. And yeah, over time I turned the airlock into a nice little home for myself.
Where did you get all this stuff? The mirrors, the bottles.
Shipwrecks, shipping containers, you name it. If it falls into the ocean, I consider it fair game.
You go swimming out in the actual ocean.
Of course.
Isn't it cold? And what about the water pressure?
What about him? That's for other people to worry about.
So, how do you get out into the sea? Or do you just go from up on deck?
See that hole in the middle of the room? Leads down into a big old water tank with a door that leads outside. I go out into the ocean every single day.
Jeez, I'm impressed.
Like I said, this is where I belong.
How long have you been living here?
I stopped worrying about times and dates. It doesn't mean much down here. But I know I arrived after Sim and before Dirk.
Do you get on with the other suspects?
Oh, sure. It's nice
Suspects
work.
is a
I
way
was
to just
closest
throw
with
that out
Magnus,
there.
though. He was one of a kind.
Okay, and the murder,
I
and then I'm
remember
gonna
the
look at the
sub
bunk
did a
room, and then
weird
I'm gonna
kind of
cut it here
tilt.
for the next
I don't know what
part.
it was, but
And then
anyway,
next
it
part,
woke
I'm
me
gonna
up.
run
So
around
yeah, I'm trying to go back to sleep,
asking
but I can't,
everyone about
'cause now there's
everything.
all these footsteps outside my
Yeah.
room. I get up and check outside. Nothing. So I check the bilge.
Was anyone in there?
No, but something's dripping into the water. I get a closer look, and it's blood coming through the drain that connects to the room above. So I head up there to check. The door's locked. I open it up.
You unlocked it? How?
By turning the wheel. So, okay, I guess it's not really locked. More like shut.
Could anyone turn that wheel?
Probably not. It takes some upper body strength. I go inside, and that's when I find him. Dead. Killed, looks like. I get angry. I'm out for revenge. I gotta find the guy who did it. So I run to the mess hall. Nobody. Climb up to the parlor. Nobody. Then I notice the hatch up to the foredeck was left open. Someone's making an escape, I think. Cowardly. I go up on deck. Nobody. I look across to the aft deck.
Let me guess. Nobody.
Nah, there was a demon. Yep. Glowing eyes, single horn coming out of the head, like an antler, kind of.
Was it a person?
I don't know, maybe. It was dark. I could only really make out the eyes, and it wasn't looking at me. It was looking out to the side, at the ocean, I guess. Then it starts talking.
What did it say?
No idea. Alien language.
What?
Okay, even I'm making notes now. This is the best statement we ever got.
So...
Cool.
Oh, yeah. There was this big green light. Not sure where it was coming from, though. It can't be anything good, I figure. Better put a stop to it. So I took one of the oars off the old rowing boat and threw it. Hard. Direct hit. Its head came off, pretty sure. I saw it fall into the ocean.
Suspect vanquishes demon with improvised javelin.
After that, the green glow went away, so now it's
This
too
is
dark to see
incredible.
anything. I want to be sure, so I jump off the side and swim over to the aft deck. But nope, nothing. Then I dive down past the back of the sub to take a look around.
Did you see anyone?
No. Not... no. How should I put this? I'm pretty sure I was being watched. Like I could feel something was out there with me. I don't know. Sorry.
Did you ever find the head of the demon or whatever it was? You said it fell into the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I did, actually. It was right there, floating in the water. Turns out it was this leather mask kind of thing.
A mask?
Like a full head mask, you know, kind of like a balaclava.
Do you still have it?
Nope. I took it back inside the submarine, left it right here in the airlock, and, it's gone. I think it got stolen.
That's, disappointing.
Tadpole, you didn't finish your statement.
Right. I left the airlock, told Cynthia to gather up the others and come up to the storeroom. Zephyr was in the mess hall. I told him to come too. So I go to the storeroom. Dirk's there with Werman and Sim. Everyone else shows up shortly after.
So, you all gathered at the crime scene. What happened?
Nobody wanted to admit to murder, so it was a bit of a stalemate. Most of the others made excuses and scurried off. Zephyr, Grip, and I stayed behind. I guess we were the ones who knew Magnus best. That's it. Story's over. Get out of here.
Alright. Oh, that's right. I still...
These shelves are grown from...
I thought coral.
Well, there's
Oh,
a...
yeah. Lamb.
Please stop.
Lamb. Okay, right. I still need to talk to you, so...
Can I get your full name?
Godric Grip of Mr. Grip's Emporium.
And that's this little shop you run down here in the engine room, for some reason.
This is merely the newest branch. The flagship site is back in Circuum-on-Sea.
Yeah, we saw it. It's all boarded up.
Yes, well, I can't make a living selling compasses to the ghosts in a ghost town, can I?
So that's what you do? Sell compasses? Seems kind of niche.
We buy, sell, and service all manner of nautical navigation equipment. What's that? Ah, yes, we also provide cartographic consultation. We'll analyze and decipher any map, all for a low, low fee. Some maps may be invalid. Fee to be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Sorry, did you just talk to your stick?
You mean Cornelius Kane?
And he's given it a name. Great.
Don't ask any follow-up questions. Maybe he'll let us move on.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next thing.
How'd you wind up here?
I crashed my hot air balloon into the ocean. Whole thing came down. Dreadful. And of course, I've never been a swimmer, don't have the upper body strength.
How'd you crash your balloon?
A rather spirited disagreement with a flock of migratory pelicans led to an abrupt
Sure, okay. And the actual reason?
storm.
There we go.
Wait, so you're an aeronaut? I thought you were a shopkeeper.
Yes, well, you're quite right, of course. But I've been inspired to leave my shop behind and head out on a journey of discovery into the great unknown. That was the plan, at least. As you can see, I didn't make it very far at all.
So there's a storm, the balloon crashes, you fall into the ocean. Then what?
Enter Captain Mortuga. He finds me adrift, fishes me out of the water, and promptly places me here.
In the engine room? Was every other room taken?
On the contrary, only Mortuga and Zephyr were living here when I arrived, so I rather had the run of the place. Cornelius and I just agreed this would be the best place to set up shop, as it were.
Why did you set up your shop again? You just said you'd been inspired to leave it behind.
I had to make myself useful somehow, didn't I?
Okay, night of the murder.
Let's see. I'd taken Cornelius up to the mess hall. Poor fellow needed a little repair work, you see.
Were you alone up there? Aside from Cornelius, I mean.
No, Werman was there, working away on his typewriter. Then, all of a sudden, somebody new came down the ladder. A woman by the name of Mariana Moon. Werman and I conversed with her for a few minutes before Mortuga himself entered the room. He passed through towards the child's room and the storeroom, but before he left, he asked us to provide Mariana with a tour of the submarine. Werman feigned a sudden fatigue and slithered off back to his room, leaving me as the solitary tour guide.
You do kinda look like a tour guide, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yes,
kinda.
well, I won't bore you with a blow-by-blow. I'm sure Mariana will cover that in her statement. Suffice it to say, we ended up in the bilge at the very back of the submarine. And there we were, standing in the dark, when all of a sudden, a voice echoed down from above.
Mortuga's voice?
No, a young woman's, possibly two different women. The voices were followed by the sound of a blade, and finally a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sounds like a murder to me.
What did Mariana make of all this?
Well, apparently satisfied by our impromptu eavesdropping session, she made her farewells and left.
You didn't go with her?
No, I stayed a little longer.
Did you hear any other weird noises?
I did. First, the sound of the storeroom door wrenching open and then closing again. Secondly, some kind of short, heavy scrape, mechanical. And finally, a dull thud, like something hitting the ground.
Sorry, again?
How many murders were there?
I didn't really know what to do with myself after that, but an unexpected lurch of the submarine caused me to very nearly topple over into the bilge water. So I decided to take my leave and return to the safety of my engine room.
You didn't want to go upstairs and see what was going on?
I certainly thought about it. Ultimately, I think it came down to cowardice on my part.
You didn't want to run into the murderer.
So, let's see. I was sat there, feeling rather pathetic, when Cynthia appeared in my doorway.
What did she want?
Well, she had a compass she wanted me to fix. I agreed to take a look at it for her. But that wasn't the end of it. She then told me she'd been asked to bring me upstairs, along with everyone else. And so, after fetching Mariana from next door, the three of us went up to the storeroom. I saw Mortuga's body laying on the floor, saw the cut across his neck. The cowardice I'd felt before compounded. Tadpole spoke to the room. She wanted a confession, or even just an explanation. It goes without saying that nobody was willing to offer one.
Okay.
Really, that's the end of it. After that, several things happened very quickly. Cynthia became captain, decided to bring in a detective. You two arrived, and here we are.
Alrighty. God, I keep doing that. Okay. Oh god, why do I keep doing that? I'm sorry. It's like I'm so used to escape being the thing to exit out of menus, but this is point and click adventure. Okay, let's check this out real quick.
A framed photo. It's been hung from the pipe, so you can see it from the bed.
Yeah, it's like you're sparkly. So got like a mom's jacket and tough guy dad.
Oh, cool.
We don't know the rules.
You don't normally let that stop you. A little wooden box with art supplies inside.
Look at that little...
Looks like it'd be a nice place to live. It's a magazine.
Hey, this is pretty recent.
Oh, the Hellman. Okay. Cool. Oh, read through the movie magazine.
It's a pig.
It's a safe in the shape of a pig.
Piggy bank, piggy bank. What? Okay. Is there a rhyme or reason? For this? Can I?
These ones aren't buttons. It's just... These ones aren't buttons. It's just...
Oh, okay. Can I do something with the ears? Did that do something? Oh, can I? Does that make any sense? Oh, hold on a minute. Okay, so let's see. 3, 4, that equals 8, yes. 2, that equals 6. Yes, yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
I was just pressing
What's inside?
stuff.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we can start by asking Sim and Cynthia about it.
Okay, we're gonna do that in the next part, because I have places to go and things to do, so I cannot continue recording right now. Okay. No! As soon as I'm done being a dummy-dum. Okay.
It's Sim and Cynthia's.
It's pretty cozy.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna... Settings. I'm going to leave it off here, and in the next part, I'm going to run around, ask everyone about everything. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna just go ahead and do that at some point. So I'll see you all in the next part tomorrow, you know, when I get into a game, daily uploads. So bye, everybody.